Hello YouTube and welcome, my name is Zadarkus and I bring to you a tier list for the 6.5 patch for the supports. My first support pick, without losing any more time, was and will still be Janna. Janna being one of the best supports, and it's not hard to play, and that helps a lot to get her the high win rate that she has that I talked about in the best bans. Janna is not hard to play and is very strong in the laning and in the team fight moments. She has the shield that not only protects the champion but also buffs his damage. She has the AoE movement speed buff that is a passive that people don't really think a lot about it, but many times that will make the difference. Her slow and knockups are very strong both in laning phase as in the mid to late game team fights, either to follow up engagement or actually to disengage. Her ultimate is the ultimate that we all love or hate, healing the entire team that are inside of this cast, and of course knocking back any unwanted enemy. Against assassins especially or hard engaging teams, this is what you want. If you are playing against Malphite, if you are playing against Cyan, Rammus or even Nautilus that want to engage your team, Janna will do everything she can and she is the best option to do so. And thanks to that, Janna here as a top support. The next one is going to be Blitzcrank, thanks to the first hook that can change the fights and can just get you that little the chance that you needed to turn the game around. People without vision, people wandering off, you can just pick up the guy and just change everything. Throws happen mostly in the hands of a Blitzcrank. The AoE silence is very strong. If we are talking about champions that either are assassins normally are caster champions that need to use their abilities, or CC hard engaging champions, tanks that normally need to use abilities to actually CC, the AoE silence is great. When people go in or if you grab someone, you can immediately also silence them and change everything. The next one will be Nautilus. Why? Well, if you're not picking Nautilus in the top lane, believe me, Nautilus as a support is a good option as well. Once you get a couple of items, first of all, let's just keep it clear. Tank items are cheaper than damage items. So being support as Nautilus will affect your build, but you can still get some items and still be tanky. Of course, in the laning phase, you can, somewhat like Blitzcrank and Thresh, get good ganks for your jungler, or just get good fights for you and your carry thanks to the hook and then the change CC that he is able to do, and of course after 6 thanks to your ultimate. In team fights he does basically the same job he would do as a top laner, so Nautilus here also as a top tier support. The next one will be Soraka. Why? If people are fighting as a lot, or if you have a good tank that is trying to CC everybody and people are just shooting against him, well, if you have a Soraka, you can keep up the heals and protect your team. In the laning phase is basically just keep on farming, because I just keep on healing all the poke they deal to you, and thanks to that your AD carry can easily farm up for the late game, and especially if you have something like a Kog'Maw maybe or a Vayne, you can help them stay alive and farm for the monsters they become in the late game. The next one and the last one when it comes to the top tier is Alistar. Alistar here being one of the choices, because if your top laner does not pick one of those best top laners nowadays, or a hard engaging CC top laner, or a tanky one of course, Alistar is the best option as a support next to Nautilus. Very tanky, very hard to kill, especially with his ultimate activated, and a good amount of CC engage or disengage potential. Of course, if you're paired with a Kalista, something I like to mention many times when I talk about Kalista, you can be the engage that your team needs, because if your team as well didn't pick a strong engage top laner or jungler, you can do that by picking Alistar, and you can easily in the lane keep your AD carry alive or just be a pain in the ass to deal with to the other guys. This is my list for the top supports for this patch. I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to give it a thumbs up, a like if you liked it, a comment because I love to read them. them, and I do read them all, and subscribe if you are not. My name has been Zadarkus. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you pretty soon with a new one. See ya.